It's Thursday. We're going to do some thoughting on color. Arty fun. And that's how we do it. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that? All right, guys, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. It's important. I want to know that you're here and I want to say hello. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. Do give those thumbsy upsies, especially for those of you that, know us, love us, and give us those thumbsy upsies. Just get it out of the way. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, do all that YouTube business, ring that bell. We do this 4 times a week. And I have announcements after I say hello to everyone. I'm not going to forget. Let me know. Let me know. All right, let's see here. Participants. We've got, oh, see, it needs to fill up. Y'all be sure to say hello. Maybe I should just take a little second and talk about announcements and things so it fills up. So, if you haven't already seen, Carrie has posted his video regarding the color combo. Paula has been posting her colors in Makers. So, if you want to know more, there's more there, plus Carrie stuff. The swap has been posted, so you need to check that out. It's a postcard thing. I'll go into more detail here, but let me say hello to everybody. We've got Amy is here, Anthony, Art Curious, that's Miriam, Betty, Carrie, Christy, Dana, Eddie, Ellen, Erna, Estella, Griffinshell, that's Rhonda, and a very happy birthday to you, Rhonda. Joan Marone is here. Miron. See, I always do that wrong. Joni, we like to call her. Catherine, Kathy. Oh, we got our Kathy crew. All right, we got Catherine, Kathy, Lisa. Oh, goodness, who keeps popping in here? Did I say hello to Dana and Evie, maybe? All right. My chat's moving on me, her participants. Lisa Mingus. She is one of our November people. Header, little announcement there. Lydia's here, Mary Ellen, Maya, Nancy, Patricia, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, SAG, that's Sarah, Sandy Franklin, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. And then we have Star Traveler, that is Linda, Susan Billieu, SWL, that is Sherry. Boy, those S's are giving me a hard time today. Shelly Studio, that's Margot. Trish Coogan, Tutu's here. Wendy. And I know some other people popped in there because my things, that kept moving. That was a little tricky today. A little tricky. Be sure to turn your chat over to live chat. Because you don't want to miss anything, if you're a chatter. Or even just a reader of the chat.
Oh, and I have to tell everyone about, this was made by Violet.
It was.
And I think this one was, you got the pink one.
Yes.
The pink and white one. This one was mine because it looks very regal, and I thought it went really well with
I told her I felt a little underdressed in her presence. Okay.
Velvet.
You look very, very suave.
Thank you, Silver Granny. Appreciate that.
Okay, so announcements very quickly. First is the swap. Colleen has posted. The theme this month is to create perspective in your art using any technique you want. The art itself can be any subject matter you want. Just create perspective within it. Could even be your perspective on the world. See, that's how I'd switch that around. Put some knowledge out there. That's perspective.
Knowledge.
The picture and used in sign-up displays different types of perspective. You create perspective as you see it within your art. Quantity will be one piece of art, no larger than a 5x7 to fit in a 5x7 envelope. Don't get crazy with your, Happy Mail thing. If you want to do Happy Mail, send that separately. I added that in there. There is some information about that with the swap, but, trying to let y'all know. Eddie has not posted the collage.
He said tomorrow.
Oh.
I saw that somewhere.
Okay, perfect. Look at you. Handling chat. I love it. Eddie's thing will probably come out tomorrow. That's totally fine. Color challenge. I spoke of that earlier. You need to check out Paula's post and Carrie Griffiths, his video. The Makers Creative Collab this month is Get Your Crayon. I am now your leader. Karen.
Sharon.
Sharon. See, I was thinking, don't say Sharon, and my brain went Karen.
I just think Sharon is elegant, and you know how I always like fussy up words.
You make things more fancy than
They really are in real life.
We laugh about that.
It's part of my...
it is. It's part of her song.
My perceived reality.
Her perspective. Oh, good golly. And then I haven't heard from Maxine. I don't know if sometimes she does napkin swaps, but you gotta, holler at me, Maxine. Let me know.
Oh, and thank you. Many comments on my lovely scarf.
You look.
And you know what's wonderful about it? It looks like it's really metallic-y. It is soft as butter.
Normally those the fibers.
Metallic threads are
pokey. I have
Remember we have a fancy scarf that neither one of us likes to wear.
It's a turtleneck or around the coat. Like it has to have a collar. Thick collar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pokey.
So, funny little, Karen, they were calling me the Candy Karen on Halloween. Because I was telling them kids, 3. I was sticking to it.
Oh.
Giving them a hard time. Like, God, come on now, Candy Karen. So, sometimes we all have Karen moments, don't we? Alrighty. So... let's go. Do you want to go topside or do you want to read from the book or how do you want to do that? Because we're thoughting on color and we're going to do it from the new book.
Well, we are. And I the reason I had these all laid out here is because I wanted everyone to see them right off the bat laid out.
They also kind of go with the color combo. I'm going to go topside.
What's the color combo?
Teal and purple. Oh, which is also very PM Artist Studio.
Yes, it is.
Some of those are more teal and, purpley than others, but...
Yes, well, and you've all seen these, okay? Everybody's seen these. But some of these you haven't seen because I just did them. I had to do little fluffy angel, and this was a scrape off from this one, and it was just on an envelope that I had sitting here, and I didn't have anything else to put it on, and so then I just chopped the envelope up, and I thought I'd put that onto, a card. I think that's going to be really... But what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to mount any of these. Well, I'm not really ready to on some of them. But I did want to talk about using 2 different colors in your stencil very quickly. Mm-hmm. I just used that because of the contrast. I thought that was really... That looked cool. It brought you down into the rest of the... And I kind of lost my little bird's top knot here. What I may come back in and do is to take this part of the stencil and put it up here on his head. I'm going to try that. Or I could put the star up there. I just need something because he lost the top of his head.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is really, I love this, even though it's not especially high contrast. And then I did this one.
Oh, that looks really suave.
Yeah.
I don't like that second one. That looks like, I don't know, some weird camouflage business.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that in my room.
Maybe you could come up with a cute little, about the holidays and, I don't know, camouflage. Didn't like that look. That was hilarious, Darcy. And no worries on that, Patty. Yes, hang out in the background. Totally fine. I'm glad you said hello.
Okay, so I came back in on the angel and put gold on his wings.
There we go. Hidden in the holly. Holly in the hiding. Holly hiding hole. Ho, ho, ho.
It's rude to benefit from somebody else's misfortune. I don't know if anybody...
I don't know that I don't think that
yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm going to fix this one, and you will be amazed at what I do.
Okay. What, the little baby face? I love that one.
Well, I do too, but it just doesn't work. It's off, and I'm going to fix it. Okay, so then I wanted to use the reindeer, and I just wanted to point something out here. Because I've got a little bit of missionary work to do here. Because
they got udders.
I scraped off the paint there because where's Dadgum Stencil now that I've talked about that? That's
Oh, you went the wrong direction.
I went the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
Exactly, Darcy. I don't know whose misfortune. She was just feeling real taken personally. Things. She's giving me that look.
I haven't done this one yet. I really
know,
want to do it.
I love her.
But it just is not working out with the papers that I have. And I like this dude too. But I'm thinking about putting him on something like black. Well, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Which
You know, maybe a smart thing, like, so you kind of remember in the, you know, in the heat of the moment of...
Where's the flipping reindeer?
They done run off.
Oh, I know where they are. They're in the bathroom. Okay.
Well, if you
Because I washed them.
if you put an arrow, you drew an arrow on it, you know, so it would remind you this way only.
Yes, because this is like a little tongue. It flips up. So you must turn the reindeer and go this
Hi,
way.
Sandra.
Okay?
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah. Anyhow, the tree, it doesn't matter. You can go all different ways. I've got some things I'm going to do with those, but I think those are really cool looking.
Yeah. Oh.
And this is with the
Just trying to figure that out, Sarah.
light and fluffy modeling paste.
Sarah wanted to know, how did the hoe work out for trick-or-treating? Hope it wasn't cumbersome. Well, she had a whole entourage, so I think they all passed it around. Who got the whole...
I think she probably carried it to the first house and then said,
Yeah,
you know,
I got the trick-or-treat.
my little arm is tired and I must hold my candy bag.
With both hands.
My little arm's tired. She says my little legs are tired. I said, you're 6 years old. Get your butt down those stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can see this has got quite the loft to it. Right? And remember I told you that there was a right way and a wrong way to put this through here?
Hi, Monica.
Well, if you'd like more loft, just let me tell you this. Do it on the wrong side, but make sure that you really hold it down, because what happens is that those little edges stick up and you can catch that.
Yeah.
And that leaves you more loft. I had to do that because the bird was facing, I didn't want the bird facing this way. I wanted him going into the dark color there.
Into the
So I had
darkness,
to
little
flip
bird.
him.
Bring your light into the darkness.
Yes. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to,
Ring your bell and ward off evil.
and I would have already done this, but they're still a little damp. And if you seal these in, it takes a long time for it to dry. The modeling paste, this stuff. Whoa. Oh, and I did cut a bunch of cards
Look
too.
at you.
But I'm ready to go. I'm just not, I need for Mariah to find me, you know, little matte color paper.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I didn't have time. I decided that was more important to get that done, and you know where this is going. So that's where all of these little daubers are headed, is to cards. Now, I'm not making cards for everybody that asks this year, but what I thought we could do is we could do giveaways all through the month of December.
Okay.
Is that, or even starting
I like that idea.
November.
Like every stream, we'll do a giveaway
We'll
for
do
a card.
giveaway for a card.
I like that.
And I think that that would be...
It's like a little PM Artist Studio advent.
and I'm going to do more of them because I've got some...
Or maybe we give...
I've already got some great backgrounds here.
So maybe we give a total of 25 out. Because, right, don't you do like the advent thing?
I guess
Or is it
so.
all... Yeah, so
But see, I've already started, you know, some more here on the... And I think that this one's going to be quite nice.
Hey, Apple.
And anyway, I'm working on that, and I've got... oh, and remember, I'm going to do something with the bugs, too.
Don't listen to Eddie.
What?
He's just being funny.
He's being funny?
He's misleading people.
Eddie? Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of paper, and I wanted to talk about this. Where's the other one? Maybe I just have 2. I guess I just have 2. I used the other one. All right, so the reason I didn't stencil anything on these is because I absolutely love them just as they are. And I haven't decided what else I want to do to them quite yet. Of course I will. but they're just on hold right now. But that was part of this set here. The it was a brayer off. Yeah. And it just, you know, I just think these are so beautiful because they show that wonderful Victorian wallpaper. That's what I call it. Mm-hmm. It's Ronda's, right?
Yes. Parlor 1, I believe.
I don't know, but you can see it has some other stuff on there, which I'm not really sure why. But I might do some things with tissue paper and tissue paper in the modeling paste over this.
Well, here's an idea. I think so. There are 2 sets of the.
You see, I need to use that.
Yeah. So there's a total of 18. 9 plus 9, 18. Maths. But maybe we do one for every. You know, you can kind of.
Oh, I'm not limiting. No, I'm not doing that.
You're not limiting to that.
Because I might like one a whole lot better than some of the others.
Yeah, obviously.
I might not even use some of them because I'm not feeling it.
Have you pink
I have to feel it.
Okay.
So these I've used multiple times. So this is my pack of I really like these.
Well, maybe you should put those to the side
and
and
I should
push yourself to use.
Oh, you know, you should just it.
I was shooting you.
Yeah, I'm going to should you. Okay, here.
She doesn't like to be shit upon.
No, don't should me.
Don't shit me.
Those bad things happen when shoulding happens. Okay, I looked up this word feckless. Y'all know what feckless means?
Where did you pick that up?
Oh, it's on one of those English. They have wonderful. And amanuensis. I haven't looked that one up yet, but they used that just the other day. I'm watching it's boring as crap, but I can listen to it and do other things.
It's good background.
Good background.
I'm not truly invested in it, so I can not feel like I'm missing out.
I received my Atlantic Monthly. I don't know. It was a few days ago. Anyway, it's been on the stairs for a while.
Yes.
Anyway, I brought it up and was reading through it because something happened to the internet today and it wasn't working. And I later found out it was because Brad was resetting our systems or something. I don't know. I never understand that, but you know. Anyway, he was fiddling with it and it wasn't working. So I read the Atlantic Monthly and I don't know. And I wrote that down on one of my cards. Oh yeah, here it is. And I wrote down a really great. All right, y'all know about fentanyl. And I know most of you don't have children, but you have grandchildren. And I'm going to have this discussion with Joshy when he comes here on Saturday.
Oh, good golly.
Well, the problem is they're putting fentanyl in a lot of
other drugs.
Do you know fentanyl is 100% stronger than heroin? Mm-hmm. In 2000, whatever last year was, 22.
It killed Prince. And they also think that's kind of what, I think Michael Jackson too. He was on a lot of different things.
Well, anyway, the website is dropthefbomb.com.
Oh, I like
to talk about your kids, giving your kids certain pointers on this. Because they might just think they're taking something as innocuous as, you know, I don't know, whatever those.
Like a hydrocodone or something.
Yeah.
Which is also still stupid, but.
Ketamine.
Yeah, that's also dumb.
Yeah, well, it's dumb, but.
You know.
And I never did understand people that want to be sleepy. I was always wanting to take something to wake me up. Mm-hmm. Keep me awake.
Sleeping's not a problem.
No, yeah, not ever. Okay, so anyway, where's my little churb here?
Yeah, there was some pre-thoughting.
Yeah, free-thoughting. And I am going to get to the color thing here in a minute, but I have to show you this, because this is pretty funny. Mm-hmm. In an attempt to sort of, I finally just ended up painting, I think it's his wings gold. And I tried to use these, and what I did is I did a rubbing, and I even cut those boogers out. I want you to notice that. And I was going to put them on either side, but it didn't matter how I put them, they're going off. They're just too big.
Oh.
So I'm saving them for something else, because I think they are really...
They're too big for the baby.
Too big for the baby.
I mean, I don't know. Size matters, but...
Yeah. And sometimes bigger ain't better.
Be proportionate.
It just depends on which side of the head it's going to go, and on these they
Well,
didn't work
here's a
out.
real quick thought for you. If you chop down those,
I thought about that too.
Keep the thing, and then you can.
I did, but I really like this down here at the bottom.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's a part I really like. So I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of that. But I wanted to show you, you know, you're not going to know till you do it.
Yeah, you don't know until you know.
You don't. And it was really hard to see that on here. I just knew that they were going to fit on here somehow, but they did not. And I did try the others, the other wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're about the same size.
They are about the same size. They
I
just have a
purpose-
little bit different configuration.
Yeah, I made.
And I love the lyrical quality of this little arch here. I very much like that. Okay.
Sarah says make a bigger baby head. That's one approach, because I was going to say, I can't make those wings any smaller, but we could make that baby head bigger.
Well, you could. And then that would rationalize using the wings. But I don't know that that's necessarily necessary.
But should the baby head be that big?
But
These
this
are all
is true.
questions.
It's definitely a cesarean delivery. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, now, where are we here? All right, so I have all of these that are virgin cards I've never used, but I will try to use them as I explore more and find more of my things to...
Yeah, you got a whole month to create what we're going to be giving away. We will
what
not
we're going
be,
to be
yeah.
giving away, yeah. And, you know, if I make extras or whatever, we could do 2 one day. You know, maybe 2 on Sunday. I don't know. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it till I get tired of it. That's how I'm going to do it. And they will all be different. I promise. They will be different.
True
But
that.
I thought these were lovely, just for a little, you know.
That I think's fabulous.
A card on a present.
Oh, yes. That's very gift taggy.
Very gift taggy. And I think all of these, in fact, I might just make a whole series of these, because these are smaller than we'd have two gift tags or 1 card.
Wait, say that again?
When we're giving away, you could either access 2 gift cards or 2 tags.
I like that idea.
And see, that would be a cute one. And I think it looks really good on that. I need to try to find some craft paper, because I hate using up my envelopes.
Oh.
I just messed up the other side of one of these envelopes.
I have a stack of the paper. It's cardstock.
Oh,
That's
wonderful.
crafty colored. It's not exactly the same as the
It's not real thick or anything, though, is it?
well, it's cardstock. It's not the super thick stuff, but it's. I'll go get a piece. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, all right. So we've got all that going on here, and I'm just going to put those right there, because if I put things way back over here, I don't have anything in my. All right. Now. Oh, and see, I think that this is going to make a wonderful background for something. That's not particularly. Oh, and Mariah was supposed to show you. I did do a whole group of people. I did a new group of people from watching my shows. She was supposed to remind me to show that.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. I got them over here.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not exactly the same color, but I like it.
It's in the same feel.
Yes. All right. Very good.
All right, and I have photographed this. I tell you, both Mom and I were talking about GGP over here. This last couple weeks have just been crazy, like just running around doing things.
Have my bugs.
Yeah,
Where are they?
over here.
Oh, yeah. Here's my peeps. They're done with that Caran d'Ache pencil thing. And here are the.
Yeah, so I haven't decided. I'll probably.
But do you have the prints of the bugs? Where are those? By golly, you just kept it all. All right. Well, we decided that this was just going to be left as is, and perhaps framed. That could be a December giveaway too. All right, I've got these 3. Well, I had 2. I thought I had 3 of these. I guess I counted this one. But I'm not going to do anything else to this because I really like it. I'm handing you that back to you, Mariah. And, oh yeah, and here's my little bird. Well, I've got some ideas for that too.
Yeah. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you're watching on replay, do let us know that you're watching and comment below. If you have access to the chat, that means we're live. So say hello. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
All right, I'm going to put this over here with the with that. All right, so I've got these, and I wanted to try this technique that I've been thinking about. And I dream these things up when I'm, like, you know, kind of in the twilight zone of not awake and not really asleep, you know, just kind of in that in between.
Kathy, they're all listed individually.
What is it?
She wanted to know if we sell them as a set.
So what is a set?
All the bugs.
Oh, okay. So I want a background on.
Hey, Dawn.
On my bugs, but I don't want I want an irregular, a more organic background. So I thought, well, if I kind of crumple up the paper and not measure it, you know, accordion, pleat it both ways.
This is organic accordion.
This is organic accordioning. And then use this, because remember when we crumpled it up and had all of our, and it looks very, you know, just crumpled it.
Yeah.
And put it down. That was cool. I thought that was very cool. So we're going to try this. And I really want it to be smushed, and I want definite
Anthony.
lines
Thanks
in
for
there.
hanging.
Okay, let's just get right there, and we'll
just leave us running.
give it a good, I'll tell you what, this thing works for so many things. It's a great paperweight.
Anthony's going to go make some more. I told him to leave us running. You should have a TV out in your workshop and just have us going.
Yeah.
24/7. In the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there might be something, you know, really.
Yeah, we might be talking about you.
Yeah, or, yeah, you always want to know about that.
Yeah.
We try to make it, you know, some kind. Okay. Now, look at that. Isn't that kind of interesting?
I mean, look at those organic squares.
Look at those organic squares. They're all kind of a different size. All right. So I want to use
They were grass-fed, too.
Oh, here. We've got something on the plate. Oh.
I'm extra funny today, and she's extra poo-poo. She's serious. She's got business.
Yeah, and here's another one that, you know, I think when I did these, my intention was to show the difference between the dark.
Hey, Sherry.
The dark backgrounds that were low contrast, and the light brown and the light backgrounds that were low contrast. I don't know that this really qualifies because it's got too much definition in there. So I need to knock that back somehow, and I don't. We might do that later. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. I don't know what I did with the other one. Oh, it's right here.
That's right, Mary Ellen. It's got all the little logos and things.
All right, I've got 2 of those to mess about with later, but right now we're going to do something here. All right, definitely the color that I want to use is, I have to decide. I'm going to do one in transparent red iron oxide and one in transparent yellow oxide. Because I know the transparent yellow oxide is going to make the bugs go green because they're blue.
Yeah.
And this is going to make them go brown, which I think I'm probably going to be happy with that.
Agreed.
You agree with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of over Halloween-ish. Although I think I'll be Halloweening during Christmas. That's just my thought.
Well, I don't.
I mean, I could save all that stuff, put it in a box, and say, you know, open. Let's see here. So we want to make sure that maybe at the beginning of September, or even, I think some people were doing, I think Ranger and them, they posted their Halloween stuff in like August. Nutty. But maybe just to get her done. Ooh, Look at you showing off.
Now, I don't know if I can pick this up or if I'm going to have to pick it up. We're going to try, because it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yes, and it was suggested that maybe perhaps if you would do something in the color combo colors today.
And the color combos today...
Teal and purple. I mean, that isn't...
Well, yeah, that's
I mean, we like those.
I use those all the time. I haven't done turquoise for a while, though.
Not like specifically purple and turquoise together. It's either kind of like a little bit of one or the other. Crackly bugs.
Okay.
I love it.
I do. I really do love it. But before we go away, since we do have my washout here that's kind of reddish, let's get some more interesting stuff going on here.
Okay.
Don't just be happy with
now
one thing.
now you're making... See, sometimes I'm like, leave well enough alone.
Oh, I'm never there.
I know. You're like,
Oh, it's the whole hog or stay, you know,
Yeah.
stay at home.
let me screw that up so I can do it again. Hello, Robin.
Now remember, you just have to be patient and keep doing this until it starts drying ever so slightly. And it will.
Or it gets to a point where you want it, and then you better slap something down on it. You get down on it.
That's
you
right.
really, really want to. Oh, we've been doing Crackle from way back, Helen. We should do another little... Like, I mean, I think we did a full month of
Oh, God.
Crackle.
I think everyone was really sick of it by the time I exhausted my
We need to bring
interest.
Crackle back.
I know I have a tendency to be kind of...
Like, once you get into something, you're like, I just kind of...
I can just keep thinking of something else, you know.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, wow. What about this? What, you know, that kind of stuff.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Okay, boy, this stuff is really
Yeah, juicy.
juicy.
Oh, now they look murdery. Poor bugs. She had them in little boxes. Now she squished them.
But I love that.
I know you do. I'm sad.
Bug juice.
Yeah, it is. This is on the window shield. Don't put your head out.
Oh.
Yeah, well, no, that was a washout. So it's a mixture of all sorts of things. But yeah, it started out as
Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to
resurrect them.
maybe do a yellow over the top of them. So I do have some green. And wherever the red is, it's going to make it kind of a browny color. So I think it's going to be very buggy.
Yeah. Eddie says it looks like a Florida windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't something for, you know, that everyone loves. But there are those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the other side because remember, once you start doing the crackling on one side and you have your paint down, it doesn't do a very good job out there.
Out there.
On the plate.
Yeah.
So, but I can use the other side, which is still unpainted.
There you go.
And then we can use this piece of paper for something else.
Yeah. If you are new and you have just come in, do say hello in the chat. Because if you see the chat, it's live. We'd like to hear from you. Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you aren't sure, just hang out. That's okay. There will only be slight judgment. These gnats. We need to bring one of Brad's little catcher things up here.
Oh, I thought that was brilliant. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's working too.
Hello, Lee. Florida kissing bugs. Oh,
Yeah, we've got live ones here. Okay.
Although I don't think that they would cause that kind of carnage. The gnats.
Oh, no.
I mean, with the number
They're
that we
just
have around
annoying.
here, maybe.
They're really annoying when you actually breathe one in through your nose. I've done that before. It's just very
Heavy breather. We hear you up here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, good job, guys. We're getting there.
And remember, whatever color you decide to use, you want to make sure that it's transparent, because that is, and you want your bugs to show.
And how she's kind of doing that grippy thing is important. It helps kind of hold in wherever she has those folds. If you just smush it out, you're smushing it out.
Well, that was kind of a water haul. Okay, well.
There's a little bit, a little crackle. You got baby crackle.
Okay, yeah, but this is the kind of crackle that you let it dry and then you pull it with something else.
Those are called leftover crackles.
Leftovers. What
Save
I'm
it for
going to
later.
do, and this may be the wrong thing to do, I know that's going to dry quickly, so I don't have to worry about it. This is my favorite festive green. Love this.
Y'all don't know about this. You must be new.
Festive green. I learned about festive green from Xandra in Baltimore.
Because she had all the deco art.
And I used almost her whole thing. I felt, well,
Did you?
I felt a little bit bad about it. I used a lot of it.
Well, maybe we should send her a bottle. I didn't realize that. This is the first time you're admitting this. You've been processing.
Well, I felt, bad
Yeah.
about it. There wasn't any sense in talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a lever on, because we want to get up that underneath layer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not going to be a quick pull. But we can look at it.
We can look at it.
Because we have it on a reasonably clean. I say that. The edges look like crap, but oh, now look at that.
That's lovely.
Slight green tinge, but see, that's what I love about that.
It's not in your face.
It is not in your face. It does not obliterate anything. It just gives it a bit of shimmer and shine.
It's kind of like a nice, like, chiffon,
yes.
little, like, just...
That's like my scarf that I had on my hat yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Was it yesterday?
The other day.
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. God, I don't.
Halloween.
I don't have to know what day it is, but I think that's going to be quite nice. Oh, we've got some spider webs on here. That might be kind of cool. All right, we're going to use green again. And this may be it for...
All right, is the camera crooked, or do you just keep putting your plate out there crooked? Thank you.
And I apologize for this stuff underneath.
Oh, there's spider web on there.
Know where that came from. It's not on the plate, y'all.
The spider web isn't?
The spider web is. The
Oh.
blue stuff is not on the plate.
Okay.
The spider web is on the plate.
What kind of sorcery are you doing?
Well, I have some good witching, but I'm not like that.
You haven't mastered that
I
one.
haven't mastered that one yet.
Oh, I like the brayer off. That's looking good.
It is. Now this is slightly damp. That when you do that washout stuff.
Hey, Liz.
You have to understand you're really getting a lot of moisture onto your paper.
Yeah.
And it's probably not something you'll be able to use right away. So if that's the deal, don't use it. Let's see if the spider web is even going to be visible.
Oh, a little bit.
It is.
And it probably will be more so once she pulls it up. And this definitely made the murdery scene a bit better. Now it's more like, spider carnage. He's a good trapper, that spider.
Oh, and I've got bubbling. And see, I want to show you this. See this here?
You gotta keep rubbing it out.
And at this point, I don't know if I can, and it's because the paper was already wet. And it may pick it up, but see, you can even see right there.
it's going to be iffy where it takes it. But that's probably okay with what's happening on there, you know?
Look at that. You can see my fingers. Yeah, I don't know, but there's really not anything I can do about it at this point.
No, and you don't want to set anything on it because what it'll do is it'll push into the gel plate and then you'll have divots and things. Now, if it went across the whole thing, maybe.
Yeah, if it's flat, but see, if I put something on top of it, it's going to wrinkle it. It's going to lay it over because there's already, you know, it's done.
It's done.
All right, now what? That's pretty much what I had planned for today. Oh, I know. I'm supposed to be reading color stuff. Geez.
Yeah, you haven't not. I mean,
I wasn't even supposed to do any of that.
No, she just jumped right in. We're in a thought in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that for shaking it up?
Shaking it up. And Carrie, I want you to know I kept this paper. I'm going to make some bookmarks with this paper that you had in between, so I, you know, if I cut it, it didn't mess it up. And did I show his card?
I think so. Oh, that's one of the ones he made in. That was last month's color combo, I believe.
Oh. Well, I think we should frame that.
It is. It's
That's frameable.
definitely.
Okay, so I've got still got Izzy's thing in here on this pink. This is kind of interesting.
Did you already do the pink?
No, I just talked about it. All right, I've got to
What color did you do?
moisten up.
Yellow.
I did yellow.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, you gotta buy your own booze, lady. Unless you can make it till Christmas.
well, I guess if I was, this is my little, right, actually this is Mariah's little sake
Yeah. It's a set.
set.
Or it was. Hey, Debbie. Oh, and if y'all are interested in the book, we did put the link last time, but I'll put it again because I kept it. I don't know why you do that.
Because I'm exploring the full extent of my palette with all of the variety of flavors present in this lovely.
I think you do that with wine, but I don't know that you
You
it
do
with,
too. I
with
watched those bourbon people.
Did you? Okay, I want to go see them. I mean, it's in Austin.
Yeah.
Or right around, I think.
They're a jolly group. Okay. Baker Miller Pink. In the late 1970s, American cities were scourged by wave after wave of drug epidemics and spiking violent crime rates. So when, in late 1979, a professor announced that he had found a way of making people less aggressive, the nation pricked up its ears. The secret, Alexander D. Schaus announced on the pages of Orthomolecular Psychiatry, was a sickly shade of bright pink. See what you're seeing on the page here.
No, Mary, unfortunately, no. Good golly.
This is okay if I don't have to read for long periods of time.
Well, take
Over the course of the past year, Schaus had, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Schaus,
Well,
had
let's just
conducted
go.
numerous tests. First, he had measured the physical strength of 153 young men, half of whom had stared at a deep blue piece of cardboard for 1 minute, the other half at a pink piece of cardboard. And it's footnoted here so you can find that, the whole article in the back. This is what I love about this book. It's very well documented. All but 2 of the men shown pink were weaker than average. Intrigued, he used a more accurate measure of strength, a dynamometer, to test 38 men. Pink did for every one of them what a haircut had done for Samson. A little biblical history here.
There you go.
Away from the lab, the hue seemed just as effective. On 1 March 1979, 2 commanding officers at the U.S. Naval Correctional Center in Seattle, Washington, Gene Baker and Ron Miller, turned one of their holding pink's cell to see if it would have effect on their prisoners. They carefully added 1 pint of semi-gloss red trim paint to a gallon of pure white latex paint to obtain the perfect Pepto-Bismol shade, and set to work coating the walls, ceiling, and ironwork of the cell. Before this, violence had been a whale of a problem, said Baker. But over the next 156 days, there wasn't a single incident. Similar results, well, they were probably too busy puking. Similar results, they didn't say that here. Similar results were reported at the Kuiper Youth Center in San Bernardino. In fact, reported Dr. Paul Bocumini, happily, it has been worked so well that the staff must limit their delinquents' exposure because the youngsters become too weak. Schaus began making public appearances to demonstrate how the newly christened Baker Miller Pink, was named after the 2 officers in Seattle, could sap the strength of even the toughest man. During one memorable television appearance, he tried it out on the reigning Mr. California. The poor man could barely complete a single bicep curl. It soon became something of a pop culture phenomenon in America. It crept over the seats of the bus companies, the walls of housing estates, small-town drunk tanks, hence its other nickname, Drunk Tank Pink, and finally, the visitors' locking room at college football stadiums.
Oh, pause there. So, on that note, in Friona, remember when they painted all the lockers and everything red? And fights went up. We said it was a stupid idea. Like, we knew that it was going to be a terrible idea. Because I think they were like gray or something, you know, pretty chill. But then they painted, because the colors are red and black, they painted all the lockers red. So all down the hallways, it was just red. And,
yeah. Okay, there you go. This last use led to a ruling that football teams could paint visitors' locker rooms any color they choose, just as long as the home team's locker room was painted to match. There was, naturally, an academic backlash. Over the next decade, scientists probed the efficacy of the Baker-Miller Pink on everything, from anxiety levels to appetite to coding ability. Results were contradictory. In 1988, a 1988 study could not find a link between the shade and blood pressure or strength, but it did see significant effect on the speed and accuracy of participants in a standard digital symbol test. A 1991 study found that there were reductions in the systolic and diastolic blood pressures of emotionally disturbed participants who were put in a room painted pink. Another study carried out on prisoners and Mayo University students pretending to be prisoners found that both Baker-Miller painted walls and pink filtered light could reduce the time it took for those exposed to become calm.
little interjection. So, Sherry, SWL, said that she worked with intellectually challenged adults where the pink room was used in the 70s. Didn't seem to calm them from the tales that she heard. Put me in the pink room and I'd show you some behaviors, as we used to say.
Today, however, Baker-Miller pink is pretty rare, even in prisons. It seems that as crime rates in the United States, the country where the overwhelming majority of the testing has been done, begin to fall. Priorities shifted. It is also a rather sickly color, so it may be that the guards, nurses, and wardens had no more desire to be surrounded by it than those under their care. For the moment, the world's interest in Baker-Miller pink lies dormant, and hundreds of questions remain unanswered until the next crime wave, perhaps. Isn't that interesting? I mean,
yes.
And all of these stories in here are just, they're the same. I mean, I didn't really know about that particular experiment. Beige. Yeah, beige. Lovely, lovely book. And Carrie, I thank you so much.
Hey, we're going to continue our Thursday Thoughts on Colors with this until, we get through it.
Till we get through it. All right.
Unless some, thought thing that has to come in.
Thought thing related to color, too.
Yes. Or you tie it in.
Tie it in. All right, let's see if we have any, if we have takeoff over here. Remember these two, we decided. They needed, the lines were too strong. We need to somehow diffuse and blend this out so you still see a hint of the design, but that you can put something on top, over it.
I think that one on the stronger.
Maybe on this one, you mean?
On the stronger one. Because I think it's going to kind of obliterate that one.
Could be.
But on...
Now, a lot of times though, remember this, once you put it over paint, it doesn't take as well.
Oh, well, so maybe it'll just fill in where the...
Perhaps. Well, you know, even if it doesn't do it that, what we're mostly concerned about, let me clean up my, have a bit of dribble.
You've been dribbling?
Dribbling.
Lovely. And not basketballs. Oh, that sounds lovely, Robin. Oh, there you go. That's a very good suggestion, Mary Ellen.
Look at that.
That's lovely.
And remember, it's folded because it was one of my pages.
One of your pages for what?
For my book.
Oh, is this the flower book?
All right. Well, I like it a lot. And I love what that, it kind of has a bit of a foggy factor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that? It takes off the sharpness of the edges. So that is something to really consider when you're using that. I'm sorry, my nose is itching and running. Okay. So we decided we were going to use this one on this one. And see if we can't knock that back a bit so that when we start stenciling or stamping or whatever
Yeah.
we decide to do,
It's not fighting with that.
it will have less pattern definition visible.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's plenty. Because it's got to be thin.
All this stuff over here.
There you go. That was making me a little nervous.
What?
Well, that you didn't have your other hand down there to balance things out or catch things or whatever. And Susan Villieu, she says that those were her colors on that bug print. The greens and the blues and the...
All right, I think we've got this, isn't it? Because I can see the blue.
Yeah.
Blue on the table.
And those were great mixes of colors there on your brayer roll. Bye, Martha. Have fun zooming.
What's
Which is a Zoom call.
Oh. Yeah, she says that she's having problems with her eyes.
Martha?
I thought I read that.
Oh, maybe.
Kind of try to keep up with this edge stuff just because if you do, it's doesn't become a problemo.
I know. I'm worried that she's gonna knock it over too.
What?
I think that was a brilliant call on my part.
Well, it certainly knocked it back. And I think if we take now,
You got to transfer a
got
little
to
bit.
transfer a little bit of silvery stuff here. Oh, don't forget to shake these joggers.
Yeah.
Because the whatever mixing agent they have within is,
I think so too, Rhonda.
what is it?
She's just pinky goodness if you ask her.
Well, we're going to go ahead and see if we can't.
You can put that over
Yeah.
the same print. I don't agree with this. Shake your jobbers, y'all. That's right, Eddie.
Well, you have to remember that if we wanted this to stay as just a print, that we were going to just, you know, use as such. Attacking me.
Yes, finish your thought there. If we were going to use these as prints or as such.
Well, and we wanted high contrast, that would be one thing. And we know where we're going with this because we're making a background
for the little cards.
Our cards. Oh, yes.
Well, that did it.
Perfecto.
That's super secretized.
Oh, but what is really cool, it almost looks like it's dimensional.
Mm-hmm. That's what that, and then doing layers of the metallics like that will really get you that effect.
Absolutely. We'll just get the rest of this off the paper on here. And what we may try on this is something completely different. We may use some of my green mixture here.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice. It'll be interesting at least. See how browny orangey it ends up. That's kind of my... Because you have to remember this particular green probably has... And it like color shifts to yellow anyway.
It does. And that's because it's green gold.
Yeah.
So it does have that yellow tinge to it.
So anything that's like already kind of orangey over there is probably going to get brightened up even more towards the yellow. But then the reds, they won't be toned down so much. They'll go orangey versus brown. Like if you were talking about something that was more highly pigmented versus this metallic.
Yeah.
Or I know this is like when you mean more chroma.
Yes. I need more chroma.
More chroma. The metallics aren't high chroma. They are high chrome. Not chroma.
Yes.
One letter makes all the difference.
It do. Yes.
Oh. And how about that for me knowing some things?
Yeah,
I
and
called
I've got
that.
this one little weird spot.
I did, but then the green's showing
Okay.
up in the white areas. That's great.
Okay, I got rid of it.
Good job.
Rubbed it out. Yeah, and I love that.
It's a lot of that today.
I love that. A lot. Okay. Let me see, what do I have back here? Oh, I know what we're going to do. I left it with you. We were
What?
going to do the rest of our experiment with the,
Watercolor.
yeah.
I thought I gave it back to you.
I don't think you did.
I'm pretty sure it was on the stairs with the pile of stuff.
Oh. Well, is it over there in the pile that you
It
still
was not
have?
in the stuff that you had left over here, which were things that I was able to find. So it means that you kept the pile that it most likely is in. Which, if I'm thinking back, is going to be the gel prints from Sunday.
Okay, so this is...
She's thinking about that.
I get up the worst of this blue. Can't remember what I was doing that I got. So much of that.
Well, that was the bug print.
Probably. Okay. Well, there's still some ucky, but not as bad as it was. Okay, so remember, this is what we did here.
Well, you did this off camera.
I did it? I didn't show it?
You teased it. No, you have not shown it actually being done.
Oh, the process. I know it, so I need my other,
Yeah. And it's on a nice little card that's all, like...
What would it have been with?
Gel prints.
The bugs and stuff?
No, like I said, so that was a different deal. But some of those that were... It's kind of interesting that you took that set of stuff and then gave me the other two things.
Oh, look, I found the things that Paula was talking about.
Yeah, well, what are we going to do about that?
I don't know. I'm going to talk to her privately.
Yes.
But I did find them.
Is Paula here? Paula? Where are you at?
Well, booty-doo.
Is there a difference between metallic and iridescent? Yes. So, your metallic is going to be one color. Iridescent is going to have a rainbow of color. Color shift will shift to whatever colors it says. It's usually two colors.
Yeah, back and forth.
Look at me knowing.
How you turn it. Mm-hmm. Like the red and the violet together and that sort of thing. Are you sure that you didn't, it's not still downstairs being, after you photographed it? Because you photographed it with...
No, because I kept setting all that stuff. Because I did the bug prints, and then did you put it in here by just kind of accident?
Don't think so.
Or did I put it in there by accident? I'll tell you what, here lately we've been looking for things a lot.
A lot. Okay, well, let's just sally forth and carry on with what we have here, because that was going to be the next thing we're going to do. All right, so we want to pull this off the plate. And I've never really done this before, so this is going to be, I'm not going to get it off there today. We'll have to wait and Sunday, I guess.
Oh, okay. She's probably having internet problems due to a wicked storm that they're having in Amsterdam. Ooh, I hope she's alright. I'll check back with her. She did send me a message earlier today, so I know that she's storming. No, not about that.
Okay, so she's okay. She's just not with us today. All right, I'm really thinking. I'm really thinking picking this up.
Oh, here. I think this is good. I like this. What do you think about that? Since it is Thursday Thoughts, I'm making art and turning out nothing you liked as I did today. How do you deal with the dejected feeling?
Oh. Yeah, I do have those. And usually that's when I'm really invested in an outcome.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
We talk about that a lot. And that's one of the reasons I say...
Try not to have such an exact idea of the thing that you want.
The outcome.
It's very hard.
Really focus on the process.
Yeah.
Because the process is what will take you to the next level. If you get bogged down feeling, and I just happened to me, and I'm speaking from experience.
Oh, Susan.
I have sometimes days when I'm just in a muddle. I don't have a...
Some days you make things like... And I've still been thinking about it. Even though y'all have been real sweet in the comments. But I'm like, I don't know that I...
Oh, yes, the one that
agree or believe.
Attempting to save.
It's still... Yeah, this does not make me happy. It's very... I can do better. And I know that. And it's on my mind. There will be better things for this. But sometimes waiting maybe even at the very end, it'll be the thing. But I think that when you just keep going at it just for the pure, I'm not going to lose kind of feeling, it usually doesn't end up well.
And here's the thing. This is probably one pull, and I don't know, I could try gel plating it. Might be interesting because this part here, what it will do is the bumpy part.
Hey, and here's the thing. I could rip that out of the book. You could gel print it and I can glue it back in.
That might be a lot better because
I don't want you messing up the other stuff.
About, I don't think I can get up to the edge because I've got an edge here. Well, I think that's the perfect thing. Perfect thing.
You want to gel print it here in a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about this. Do we want to go with a matte so that we have contrast between the shininess of this and then the background is going to be all one matte color? I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah.
But I'm just, you know.
That happens to a lot. Yeah, Apple's exactly right. She finds disappointment creeps in whenever she compares herself to others. That gets tricky.
It does, because there's always going to be somebody out there, you know, who does something, a particular process, a particular, you know, whatever.
Like, man, that's awesome. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, she was that way about the whole photo transfer.
Oh,
and once she had it done, then she was kind of like, I did it. And I'm not really going to. That's why she doesn't really do it much.
Well, the part about it is it's not so much fun because you really do have to be invested in a certain process.
Yeah.
You have to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
There's no wiggle room there for it. And when you do that, I don't know. I think that takes a lot of the fun out of stuff. So I love for people to do the transfers, and I'm happy for them. And once I had done it and knew I could do it,
it wasn't her jam. It didn't bring her it
didn't bring me the intense joy that I anticipated. Or does it?
It was more of a, all right, I got her done.
I can do it.
I can put it on my resume. Not something that I want to do every day.
and I like to have photographs of, you know, my family, my children.
Kathy.
I don't like using other people's photographs. I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, well, none of you talked to me about this, so.
Yeah, I like your Naples. You do it, girl.
This is Naples yellow.
Yeah. You do it.
It's a good one. It's a good one. And it's Amsterdam. You just can't go wrong with Naples yellow. And I like their particular, I like it. Naples yellow is not the Naples yellow across the board. The golden is a little bit different.
Becky says, and then sometimes after it becomes a brayer off, it looks great. So you can just brayer off onto whatever it is. It's going to be very interesting to see how much of this comes up.
I think it will be too. And you realize that this is going to be a long dry.
Yeah. Because it needs to soak into that.
It needs to soak into
paint. Into the watercolor.
Oh, look at that.
All right, hold it up into the bit more. Yeah. Very nice.
But I have another whole sheet of this. But I love this sheet also. I think this is beautiful. I think I will make a card.
Well, I know. We need to show them how, like, that happened. Let me look over there real quick. I'm going to turn my thing off and then...
Well, I can just do another one quickly here. I mean...
Well, does that matter? Does it have to be dry?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I can heat gun it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you what I used. I used Jack Richardson.
He passed away. The, like Jack Richardson, the namesake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All these arty old dudes, man.
Gosh.
Passing on.
And I'm not sure that, you know, we're repopulating at the rate at which we're losing.
Artists? Yeah, I don't know, that's right. Big butt lady. She was wearing very bad stencil. Owner.
I know. I realize that. Okay, we've got reds here. I just absolutely love this particular color change color. I just love it. It's just the best stuff ever. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to retire this. I believe that this is, might give it a bit more of a whatever there. Oh, and Mariah wants me, before I get all this out, Mariah, I should do something to your book page.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll tear it and then... Well, I don't know. I will go down and do a quick look through the office too. But here, let me get you the book page.
Page there. Oh, this drawer is driving me bonkers.
Gotta leave myself a little enough to latch onto here.
I don't think I'm going to need this whole plate for that, but it'd be horrible if I mucked it up just, you know, because I was too lazy to pull off a bit of
Yeah.
oopy goopy.
Oopy goopy.
Oopy goopy on the edges. Okay, so what did we decide? We decided we wanted something. Okay, do you want it to become bluer? Or do you want it to become redder? Do you want it to become paler? Do you want it to become darker? What are your thoughts?
I want...
Tell me what you want.
I really like the texture of the blue, but it just is not the right blue. I would love that blue to be more purple, but then if you do purple, it's going to be, you know, just all purple.
There is a possibility I could brayer that out enough.
I mean, I feel like that's the direction it should sort of go. Now, while you're doing that, so I don't, you know, mess you about or whatever, I trust you.
Okay. Well, you might have to repaint your moon.
Yeah, that's fine, because it looks kind of poopy anyway. I didn't do a very good job of that either. Just being honest with myself.
Well, and this is the whole thing. You know, once you start down that whole self-critical
It sort of snowballs.
road, you know, it just gets longer and longer. And if you don't, you know, take another path or, you know, go swimming in the swimming hole or something there along the way, if I do this like this, I might be able to flip this dude over and get some other stuff on the other side here. Ooh, that looks cool. This is tricky because you've got wet paint here. And I like how it kind of, you know, wrinkled up there. That looks cool, I think. I don't know.
Here.
Ah, that's not it. Or is it? Ah, she found it. She found it. She found it over there.
It is. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Okay. What's going on in chat? How y'all doing?
Your paper wrinkled nicely.
Well, it's really thin stuff, so I would say that that was, yeah, not shocking. Well, I'm loving what's happening on that side.
Isn't it?
It's definitely more interesting. I'm kind of digging that.
I like it too, and I think that if you get some nice torn edge, something that shows that you only glue it on to this side so that this edge shows on this side across it, I think it's going to be really quite wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought the wrinkling, I think,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't anticipate that that was going to.
Yeah, it's almost fabric-y at this point.
Yeah.
And I like that it knocked back the moon. Maybe the moon was really causing some issues.
Well, it was very dominant because it was light.
Yeah.
Light.
It had the highest contrast. So you're
Yes.
just kind of like going up there and it's like, cuz,
So that wasn't really what I wanted everybody to look at.
poopy moon.
Poopy doopy. All right, we're going to put this aside because I don't. Sometimes this particular paint repels and doesn't attach to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Birds and things and such.
Yeah. Okay.
Salad.
I have a. My God, I can't believe I've got something on everything here. Oh, I just did that. That's probably not a good idea to pull that off. That would be a very...
Becky, I'll tell you, the best thing for us, like, as far as, so she asked, do you have an idea for, like, live warm-up exercises or techniques for creative block inspiration? Okay, here are the top 2 things. Look at old things that you've done that you really like. Or even some that you aren't that crazy about. Because you'll be like, you might get a little, you might squirrel and go, ooh. But then you get to working on that thing that wasn't working before. That's always fun.
And just forgetting about it and not letting it be your dominant
Yes.
place in your brain.
Then the other thing is fun little things like mark making vocabulary books. Just do a little side project of something fun, easy, but yet still arty, like the mark making. And just, you know, creating your little kind of vocabulary book.
Well, and that does 2 things. Number one, during the process of doing that, just playing in your little mark making journal, I get that every now and then and look at it to get something, because what I want to do here, and I can show you that on my
And you know what I love? I love my little sticker booky weird thing that she thinks is, you know, juvenile and silly. But I enjoy it, and it brings me joy because I enjoy it.
just, you know,
It's happy, joy, pink, pukey, rainbow, sparkly, yum.
What's his name? It says follow your bliss.
Yes.
Follow your bliss.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I've got this down here on this, and I don't want to lose that.
Oh, she says that would be an idea for you. Oh, well, don't we talk about that sort of thing all the time? I mean, check back every 6 months. We gotta go through that. Because we've done the mark making, and we talked about that during the mark making. And then a lot of times, whenever we bring out our books, that's what we talk about. Is that, you know, that's one of the things that we love to do. Is like just kind of go back through them. And that's definitely like a fun thing at the end of the year or at the beginning. You know, the end happens and then the beginning happens.
Yeah. All right.
By the way,
What?
today, happy birthday to our channel.
PM Artist
Studio.
Videos.
November 2nd of 2019. The very first video went up. How about that?
Okay, well, this is definitely an
I don't recommend that
this
very
is an
first video.
experiment.
I haven't taken it down, but it's a little rough.
What?
Our very first video. Actually, about our first 100. We're like, man, okay. You guys are working through it. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was looking at our analytic thing, and then it says, oh, happy birthday to your channel. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, we talked about before.
Yeah, that it was coming up.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that going to be wonderful?
Now, so how long do you leave it on there for?
Well, I left it on there quite a while to dry. I mean, like, you know...
Do you want to lift a corner and see if... I'm just curious. Yeah, so it takes a little while.
It's not leaving anything behind.
So it's like it has to saturate the watercolor enough to kind of let it release from the paper and then get stuck onto the gel plate.
Exactly. That is exactly what you should be doing. All right, so...
Your videos were your very first videos. I would assume are much better than our very first ones. You were already out of the gate with some better technology, just way better setup.
We had a poor old computer.
And sometimes it was done with our phone.
Well,
actually, no.
The first ones.
All of them, all the videos were done with my phone, and I had a kind of a crappier phone. And then, yeah.
Okay, Mariah, can you hand me my mark making book up there?
Yeah.
Please?
And we've got about 38 minutes.
That's great. So that's going to sort of give me time to, I'm just loving this paper. I'm getting this out of here. I'm not going to mess that up. And remember, we do have these that we want to
Where is your mark
either
making
stencil or do something to.
Where is your mark making book?
It should be up there somewhere. Ha!
Are you sure it didn't end up over yonder?
Yeah, I think I put it back there.
I don't think you did.
Black velvet.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to see if I can see it from here. I cannot see it from here.
Thank you for letting me know. Because you just had it out not too long ago, so I'm a little worried. Like,
But I'm pretty sure I handed it back to you.
Kept it over there in your area.
Did you find it?
Tell me, what is going on with us trying to find things lately? Ugh. Did you wrap it back up?
Yes, I did. I remember that. These things are great for putting water on your...
Got pushed to the back, and then other things then got put in front of it.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm always very proud of these little projects that I actually, get her done.
And we have a pretty good video because this was during March Madness. We like to promote when we were like doing good things.
I know, and see, and this is really cool because Mariah took pictures of my my cross that my sister gave me, and then I added the other stuff to it. Doesn't it look cool? And then these little leaves are Yupo leaves, and that one down there might even be what you call that stuff?
Those turkey baster things. Don't go cheap. Get the good one, and the one that has like a little boop, boop, boop thing in it. Because then it's really quite wonderful. It's an XOXO one is the one that we have.
Oh, I don't know what this one is. I think actually this is a nose sucker.
Oh, is that why she was saying that? Oh, yeah, for that. Yeah, I thought you were actually talking for
yeah, this is a
turkey
snot
basting.
sucker.
Go cheap on that. That's
Works. Works great. And then Mariah fixed this little outside part for me, of course. I don't never do that part. I did glue the stuff on it. And this is just a piece of shindy chiffon.
Shindy. Oh, hey, Mo.
And
Oh, and she found a playlist. I don't know whose playlist. Is that ours?
okay, I've got to find the one in here. Okay.
I think of the March Madness thing, or the mark making. Because we made it into a little playlist series.
Yeah, and I even wrote myself extensive notes.
Thank you, Mo.
Here, okay, that's not what I want. This is kind of interesting. That would be interesting to do.
See, and she forgets that she does things.
Yeah, oh, these little swirly do things would be cool.
Yeah, and I think those were,
Oh, yeah, and this one was done with, I think some kind of watercolors. I don't know. Don't remember.
well, the outer part is gel printed. And I
Yeah.
think there was some kind of transfer that happened with it.
Now, see, that would be a cool one. Kind of Nordic.
Mm-hmm.
Do a background of that, and then I could put the reindeer down on top of it. These are all just little piddly things. Oh yeah, playing with charcoal, which I don't like charcoal.
That's so messy.
About that.
Ends up
Finally,
everywhere.
we're getting to them. Yes, here's the one. Okay, so those little designs there. It's really nice to have them because then when I get ready to do this stuff, tester papers, this stuff over here, you know, with my whatever, I've got these to look at and I can like disperse these around and make it interesting. Instead of just, you know,
shake them
doing
around.
spirals. Well, I can start doing, okay, I can do these little weird things that look like they have Indian feathers on the top. I like that a lot. Where are my brushes here? I put them all back in the same spot. I love this brush. I love this brush a lot.
Which brush is that?
It's one that Xander gave me, I think.
Well, can you
See,
hold
the-
it up in there? Does it have a name on it? Did it come in that little package?
It's a Bushy Round by Creative Mark. Best Day.
There you go.
Number 2. I like it a lot. It's easy to get good control with it. Okay, so I've got my water in and my water's already making everything kind of solubilize here. Okay, so I can look at this one little thing and I've got this little now I don't want to just do that in one place because that would what?
I just gotta look at, and don't read it out loud, but just look at Eddie's last little comment there. And that gnat's on your eyebrow.
I can't find him.
He said, bushy round. Now coming to the stage.
Okay.
She's a
So-
curvy girl. She's all natural. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Okay, so I've got that one. All right, now I've got a different
Oh,
one.
I don't know. That one's probably not. It's probably synthetic.
What?
The
Oh,
actual brush.
yeah, I do have some that are Russian
Squirrel?
squirrel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that sounds really cool, Sherry.
What?
So she says that we need to go out to the internet and look up Nice Wander Farm and Winery, and they have yurts you can stay in.
Oh.
I like that you're doing something a little different than the swirly doos.
Well, I got tired of those.
Yeah, you've been doing them for a good week now.
Yeah, I really did get. I was just. I'll tell you what. I got really good at them. That's what I tell Izzy. She just has to practice more.
Yeah.
I like to just go to
Thanks, Liz.
another sort of similar color and then...
That's the dog. She's an aggressive slurper.
That she is.
And she's also on the steroids, which makes her very thirsty. Poor thing.
Got to get some green in here.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Marguerite.
It's kind of dirty water, but I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. The metallics seem less affected by that.
By what?
Dirty water.
Well, it's not like swamp yet.
I mean, obviously, if you use like the reds and then went to green directly. But if you sort of transition.
Okay, I really like this little jobber right here. It's a little bit complicated.
So
but I think
those
I can
two,
do it.
yeah, the two little boxes, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, those are $10. I'll put a link in. Now, they were out there for a while.
Okay, I can't do that there, so I have to change my thing just ever so slightly. My design, because I don't have room to put that circle in right there where it was in the design. And you can see I have to keep going back to, and these are the old, right, Mariah?
What are you talking about?
These pens. They were one of our first ones, and I think they're the Caliros.
Yes. The two larger sets, those are the Fine Tech. Hey, Fran.
Hey, Fran.
How you doing? How you feeling?
Getting your mojo back?
Okay, so that link right there is 10 Box Paradise. That's that little green set. They have other sets.
The blue is also from them.
Yes. And I think that one, is that one Mermaid? Yes, we got this one too. Mermaid Coast. I'll put the link directly to that one too. I think, because you can click, like once you click on one of them, it'll recommend the others. But just so you have it, and if you're anybody watching back and in the replay, if you have access to chat, the links are there. I'll try to remember to come back and put some of these in. These little ones are so yummy.
I just love them. I really do. I love them so much. And I think these were the ones that we learned about from Fran.
Yeah, I think so. Fran, aren't you the one who had them?
Okay, I gotta do a quick.
I was sneezy too. Hey, we did get all the vents cleaned and whole new blowers.
Oh, mine knocked something loose.
Well, we still need to vacuum out some of these returns. They didn't do that.
Okay, now where am I?
Oh yeah, they're very inexpensive. I think I mean they're very reasonable.
They're way more reasonable than the Fine Tech or the Caliros.
There, and Rhonda, she bought the green ones last time, and she likes them.
I like them a lot.
I would really like the kind of next color set I would like to get. It felt silly to get gold because we have so many golds, and then we have kind of the reds covered, although we got the blues. But there are more blues in that little 10 box than the blues that came in the Caliros, which are way more expensive. Now, these are like little... So the Fine Tech are full, those are full pans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the little ones are half pans. I really wanted to say like they feel like they're quarter to me, but I guess quarter isn't such a thing. But and they have the little magnetic things in the back, so you can pull them out of there. So
Yes.
you'd be able to swap it out, like, so it's reusable. But yeah, they have a Earth Golden set. But it was, I mean, they are pretty much spot on the same golds that we have.
Okay, some of these are really, really very busy designs, and I'm just not up for that right now.
Mm-hmm. I think all in all, there's like 5, maybe 6 different color sets. Because then they have one that is, what do they call this one? They don't have a fancy little name of this one. But they say it's natural organic metal pearl powder imported from Germany, added with New Zealand honey. Plant glycerin.
All right.
Lavender, lemongrass, mint, and citrus.
Oh. So there we have a little, you know, and in order to, the reason I discovered this in the first place is because I was trying to fix these
Hey, Rennie. Thank you.
onto the paper because they are
Erna.
fugitive. They will scrape off and flake off, especially at places where you've gone pretty thick with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that looks pretty cool.
Oh,
Now,
the
look,
red set up there, that's the fine tech. And please keep in mind that what you see there is probably not exactly the set because I have moved them around.
Yes, so that we would have all the reds together.
Yeah, because I pulled them.
Now, I do think this is the set, Mariah, because see, here's my color swatches.
Oh, maybe you did pull them back
But
in.
now this one over here has been,
I took the blues out.
and put them
In
in
the
a blue hue.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so the red set is the true set, but see, like there was some kind of silvery and that kind of brownish one. I was like, that's dumb. These really need to be in with the blues. So we swapped them out.
Yeah, so the ones that are up here now are
But
not.
I'll put a link to the red set.
Yeah. I haven't really been digging a hole in this mermaid color here, Mariah.
Me?
Oh, I,
I'm not the hole digger.
I haven't even used those for like 100 years.
Well, obviously when you did use them, you were aggressive with them.
I was using them, yes.
I don't. I evened them out. You're the digger in the middle of the pan.
I've got a piece of paper over here somewhere. I know I've got a piece of paper over here.
Okay, what am I looking for? Oh yes, fine tech.
I don't know what I did with them. Here, this will work. I just wanted to experiment with these neutral colors because I don't, you know, do anything much with those. Izzy used the black the other day, of course. She's.
I'm not having much luck finding just the reds. Oh, there we go. Another goldies. Does it have sort of a purpley? Oh no, that is the one. Okay. I found it. Hey, I think these have gone down in price.
Oh, the clear, the
Fine Tech. I mean, this is $28. I think it was more expensive whenever you bought them.
Oh, I think it was too.
And supposedly they were on sale at that point in time.
Well, that was kind of a really messed up one.
Mo said, hashtag my watercolors have an orifice. See?
Well, I'm trying to redistribute this. It's just like a swampy, you know, like.
See, that's the proper way to do it. It's just, if you push it back down to the middle area, then, you know. Oh, yeah. 1 second. Ugh, I have my big T in the way. It's getting in the way of my chat. Okay, so fine tech.
And if you try to squish the water over into the, where it starts cracking away from the outside.
See, that isn't the same set. It's almost that set over there. Hold on. Well, here's the set that I thought it was, but really what she has kind of running right here, but kind of the silver down to that reddy color. Here's the set that's like that is, whoops, I meant to say ready, not like ready. You know, ready. Like that. I'm multitasking, y'all.
Alrighty. I like those. I don't know that they're necessarily terribly. I know that I like this brown iridescent-y one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the Calero set that's called Earth that is very similar to these, but I can't find the Fine Tech. I mean, this is like the combo. So here is the deal. And they are 28 bucks. So I'm going to put that link in there. They're going to be similar in color. The Fine Tech, just flat Fine Tech brand, they're going to be creamier. The Calero usually is a better price point and will have the same colors, but they aren't as creamy. That's just kind of the way to think about that. Bye, Kathy. Thanks for hanging.
Repeating these things really does help with you if you just want to calm your mind and really kind of.
Bye, Christy. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, I got to do something down here that's just, you know.
Yes, if you keep doing something over and over again, it should become more muscle memory.
This is that I'll hold it up to the camera here in a minute. I'm really trying to get it to solubilize so that it gets the full range of colors here.
Bye, Devin. Thanks for hanging.
It goes from pink to sort of greeny.
Yeah.
It's a very cool color.
And once they fully dry, you can get the true appreciation of the color.
Yeah, because right now you're just seeing shiny from the wetness of the water.
And especially with the reds. They're showing up in the camera really nicely, though. Do you think we can pull that one?
Well, we can look at it.
Give it a little lift on the corner. She's just doing some of her mark making practice with the metallic watercolors because we're kind of doing this test.
Oh yeah, this is coming up beautifully.
So that's the one she's pulling off the plate.
Yeah, this is the one that I got the residue from this. But it came up nicely.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it. Clean plate.
Bye, Sandra. Thanks for hanging.
But yeah, those are really pretty together, aren't they?
Can you give it a wiggle? Did it hold on to its... Yeah.
It did.
I didn't think they were going to be as shiny.
Well, I don't think some of them are. Some of them that were really kind of
Yeah.
weak to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that green.
Mm-hmm. Now this is the trying to get it to come off of and stay onto the plate.
Well, it
No.
didn't. It did not. But remember, I had some other stuff on the plate. So that could definitely affect it. And I also used a fluid watercolor. I didn't use the to pull it. So we'll let this dry really well.
Experimenting.
And do it with the purple again to see if that's the ticket.
Yeah.
But I still think this looks really cool.
Yeah.
It just didn't leave behind anything.
So yeah, using the shuttle arts could create a situation where it
Bonds to the color rather than to the paper. Because
no.
what's left behind is what is on the paper. It doesn't stick to it enough to pull it off. It stays on the plate. Or it stays behind.
Well, I would say that, so what happened like with the gold, because that was golden, right? Fluid acrylic, right? That you used, the yellow.
Oh no, this is I used transparent, or yeah, the yellow.
Okay.
Transparent yellow iron oxide to pull this.
Yeah, so golden.
Golden. Don't use this.
Don't use the good stuff.
Use the crown.
And I think you really are right that its bonding agent was too good. You need it to like saturate a little bit of the surface of the paint, but still push it to stay onto the plate. So, some things to think about.
Something to think about.
These are things that we talk about.
Yeah, these are the things,
Like we can sit down and like
these
talk
are the things that keep me up at night. Or wake me up.
Yeah. Aha!
Okay, well, boy, covered a lot of different stuff today. Get back with you on the cards. I will continue to see that darn, he was trying to get in right on the edge. He smelled it. God dang it, is there one in there?
Yeah, the more you know. No worries, Heather. I'm glad you stopped in. Does each paint pan have a color name on it? Red set. Maybe.
To my knowledge,
They
not.
do sell those individually.
They
I
do.
have seen that.
I don't have a name for them. Now, these are named. See, I even wrote it down.
But she's really interested in the reds of the Fine Tech.
Oh. Well, I think they have some reds in these.
I don't think the full variety, or you would have to get the 3 other sets to kind of put them together, because there's kind of a reddy orange, and then there's a this, a that. I didn't see.
And they threw in that kind of coppery gold into this. This is called Inca gold. I love the green gold. Is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, and it probably was on the packaging of the Fine Tech, which we did get rid of. I did actually keep it for a little while because it was pretty. And then I'm like, what am I doing?
Here's Issy's book.
That's her mark making book.
Yeah, this was from a while back.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is pretty much it. We'll probably close this one down just a few minutes early. Not to worry there. But we will be back here on Sunday. Some new things will probably be coming out as long as I can get to them and hopefully, get them cut and into the shop, photographed and all that business. But in the meantime, do some mark making, do some practicing, and that'll be fun. We can, play around with this some more on Sunday. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.